I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, here we go. Hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. Lots of fun things to do.
Yeah, it was a lovely weekend. The weather's nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
the weather is so nice.
Full moon a popping.
Yeah,
I love how it's cooled off and it's breezy at night. Oh, Last night was special.
Yes, it was pretty nice.
Saturday was special. I got some. I know I was bragging earlier. I was checking them out today. I got some sweet ass werewolf shots. I think you're gonna love them with the moon.
Okay, yeah.
Just
yeah.
you and the wolf.
It's the wolf and the moon.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning. My neighbors think I'm fucking nuts.
That moon was popping on Saturday.
It was.
Real nice night for a Halloween party. Did you do any parties this weekend, Virginia?
I did Boo Bash with Rocco on Friday.
Okay, where's that?
That was at Rocco's little elementary school. It was
Okay.
adorable. They were all in costume. And then on Saturday, I got invited to a fancy country club dinner.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, who do you know that's so fancy?
I got some fancy friends.
Wow.
Gosh, I showed you. You guys are my fanciest friends. The Kevin Ralston and Virginia Syndicate are my
Okay.
fanciest
All right.
friends.
We're as good as you get, huh?
Yeah. Who else is fancy that
Well,
I
you
know?
can tag along wherever I go.
Fancy makes me uncomfortable. When I'm in those suits, I feel like a banker.
Not your style.
No one thinks you're a banker.
So how was the meal? Was it all good?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Was it elevated?
It was major elevated.
Okay. All right. Just a bunch of rich and fancy people were there?
Yes.
Okay.
Very fancy.
And any time that it wouldn't have anything to drink, they would run out of drink. They go, Bitumen, we need another refill, Bitumen.
Be nice just be able to snap and have somebody come and
To
take
me,
care of you, right?
out of all of the fancy stuff that rich people have, to be able to have a legit somebody who, if you just go, I'd love a grilled cheese with some tomato right now, with some hash browns and cheese, and they whip it up for you like that, that would be the coolest thing.
You
about
get
being-
that. Yeah, that is nice. That is a cool thing. Yeah, a lot of people that are rich, they've got their own chef.
Butler seems like the way to go because on this show that I watch, Southern Charm, this fancy lady on there, Patricia, she has a butler and he does everything. So not only does he cook, he prepares cocktails. He also drives her around town in the Bentley.
Wow. Okay.
He's everything. He's a butler, but he's full service.
Okay.
Like poking the whisker kind of full service?
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Well, that would be a deal. If ever, of course, obviously, everyone's into it.
I'd rather not be poked by my butler.
Well, no, not you, because you're a married woman.
But you want to be poked by your butler.
No, I'm just saying, if you said full
Butterman.
service. You can't say Butterman. You can't say full service like how you said it and not expect me to talk about
Full service means different things to different people, apparently.
Right. Yes.
It's one of those new terms now you hear it, you go, oh, full service. She's talking about.
I think if you're one of those people, you could not bang the person you're working for. That would be like career suicide, right?
Yeah, it's going to mess it up. You have to keep it professional.
Yeah. But you know that kind of stuff probably does happen, though.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Oh, of course. Look at Arnold.
Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
He was poking around.
Yeah, that's
He was
true.
poking the maid right there at his house.
Wow.
I mean, right there at the house.
Under his wife's nose.
Wow.
His wife didn't realize
Yeah.
it until years later when that kid started looking a lot like Arnold.
Would that go down at nighttime when everyone would be sleeping? When would they do that?
I think it was a crime of convenience.
I think you're right.
Arnold wanted to poke.
Yeah.
Maybe Maria was asleep and tired of, him shaking her.
Or she's out of town or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anything like that, then there you go.
Does Arnold do it for you?
No.
But dude, it's like seriously. So here you are. First of all, you've got the bad judgment that you're banging the help, but then you don't wear protection and you just let it go.
And then he just goes full gorilla.
Like
just lets it fly.
Oh, yeah, like that. How?
I know there's some guys that they're like, oh, it feels too good, I can't get out.
I can't stop.
They won't pull out, and it does blow my
What?
mind. Kind of go, all right, how good does it?
Right. What are you doing?
I don't know.
I mean, that's the greatest tip that you can give somebody like that. I wonder what her
Pull
life.
out.
Yeah, I wonder what her life is like now, because she's got to have made some money, right? I mean, a lot more above just cleaning the house.
Yeah.
I wonder how much
mean,
money that load brought to her.
she probably was able to get a few years of child support out of it.
Sure.
Yeah, Ghost Beard Dan in the chat room says cream pie without a second thought, which to me is just, how do you go through life like that?
I don't know.
There's no way you could.
And I'm wondering how many times he did that. Was it the first time he's like, oh my gosh, what have I done?
Oh.
Or was it just he didn't care and just time and time again he was just doing it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just that blows my mind.
And she kept working there for a long time.
Yeah, she did. Right. Wasn't she kind of raising the kid right under? Wasn't the kid coming around?
Yeah.
And they were like, wait a minute, why does that kid look so much like Arnold? Because
That's how Maria figured it out.
right.
He
He's got
looks just like Arnold.
right.
Oh
he's-
my gosh, he is a mini Arnold.
He is.
Yeah, he is, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's got a unique look.
Everything.
Right.
Terminator still hits.
Yeah. Well, you better hope you're gonna need to find some money. Crazy.
I think he'll be all right with the money.
Oh, he'll be all right. Yeah, he's past that
He
point.
still does movies, man. He's still, he's still viable in the game.
Totally. He's got star power.
How old do you think he is, if you had to guess?
I'm gonna go 67.
76.
He is 76 years old.
Is he really?
Yes.
Wow.
And his net worth is $450 million.
He's okay.
He'll be all right.
It's impressive.
That's from all movies, huh? I guess so.
Yeah. Well, he had the weightlifting career before, but it's not going to be to the tune of.
He did the politics. He's probably got a book or two.
You're right. Speaking engagements.
Yeah, a few things here. And there.
Yeah. Those speaking engagements are pretty easy work. And they make a lot of money.
Yeah, they do.
Dude, the prices they get on them speeches, man.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. They do make a lot of cash. Well, we got the KVJ horror movie. It is there for you. Perfect time to watch either tonight, Halloween Eve, or actually tomorrow on Halloween. You can go check it out for free. Got a lot of nice stories, like Michelle from Pembroke Pines came all the way to Jupiter to hang out for it, and she said had a great time. Got a chance to talk with a lot of the crew. Very nice. She even got a photo with Danny right there.
Oh, it's awesome.
Afternoon guy here at
We
RMF.
love Danny.
We do
Yeah.
love Danny and Megan are very nice.
Sweethearts.
Yeah, so lots of good stuff. Got to see a lot of the crew out front. So there you go.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
them. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Good
Man, that
times.
Vlad costume really. I'm only kind of seeing it for the first time in pictures. It kind of hits.
Yeah,
it
you
was
were
good.
popping.
It was good.
It looked like Vlad.
It did.
And it was real cheap to put together. Fuck. The beard alone, Kevin.
Karen had an idea. She thought that maybe we need to crowdsource or crowdfund for Jaybird for the next movie. Put together some money together after she heard that you dropped over $6,000 on it.
What are you going to do?
It's a passion project.
It's a passion project.
Okay.
He doesn't have any kids. He hasn't knocked up any maids.
I will not stay inside. I will.
No,
Even if it feels good. Bird's going to pull out.
Jackie said, yeah, surprisingly missing this year. I think that's your werewolf.
That is, and it is missing.
Okay.
Man, wow, it
Okay.
looks so young back then.
Yeah,
It's
fresh.
fresh.
He is gray now, my friends.
Well, it's the sun.
It is. I kind of like the way he looks now.
Okay.
He's worn down by life like me.
He matches his owner.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We're all going to be that gray wolf eventually.
Karen said, my son had the best idea for Halloween and when to put it. She said, yeah, keep trick or treat and Halloween, obviously on the same day, but we should move President's Day to November 1st. That way everybody will have the day off after Halloween. It's not a bad idea. Do we have to have President's? Because I don't think President's Day is, I mean, it's what? It's a couple presidents' birthdays, so and that's kind of a roundabout way of doing it.
I think so. I remember people saying it's stupid, but we get the day off, I think. Do we get that off?
President's Day? I don't remember us taking President's Day.
There's one of those weird days that everyone gets off, but it's like a President's Day of sorts.
Yeah, you got that in the Columbus Day and some of those like soft-hitting type of holidays where you never know who's getting off.
November 1st would be because I'm going to be candy hangover on November 1st.
Feels like it would be a good day for everybody to take off.
And I love watching horror movies up until like midnight going into November 1st. I love always put a creepy one on right around 10p.
Mm-hmm. Let it ride.
But then you're eating candy till, midnight.
You'll do it.
You're right. Thank you.
Regardless of whether or not you have to work.
I'll just feel so terrible. November 1st is going to be a rough one.
Danielle said last week Virginia was talking about if she owned a bar, what she would name it. Tequila Mockingbird. My daughter actually bought me this book for my birthday. It's called Tequila Mockingbird, and it's a cocktail book with recipes all named after famous novels. I believe she got it at Barnes & Noble.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I like Barnes & Noble.
Me too.
You always find some cool shit there.
Yeah.
They do have some fun. It's a great place to buy a gift.
Oh, it's the last minute stop for when you have to buy someone a present for the holidays. Oh, I'll get so many people presents from there.
It's a great place to get presents.
Here's a calendar.
Right, yeah. Calendar. That's what we all need. She said, thanks for starting my day off right for over 20 years, and anniversary was awesome. Good job, Jigger. Glad you like that. Nick said, I got an idea for a new drinking game. Take a shot every time Virginia says, I love it. I was shit-faced by 7 a.m.
I love it. You've been saying that lately.
I guess so.
What's on your forehead?
I don't know. What is it?
Oh, you got like markings on your forehead. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like oil. Are you dripping oil?
Are you leaking?
It's gone now.
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It was gross.
Well, thanks for telling me.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Jackie said in Palm Beach County parks, we were talking about this earlier. I had seen several next door posts about moms of young kids that were a little apprehensive about taking their kids into the park for one reason or the other. One was dude was just kind of chilling on the slide. And apparently he's with another guy that was sitting in the car, and they were just kind of, I don't know, she's just getting bad vibes over it. But yeah, in Palm Beach County parks, if you're over the age of 18 years old, you do not have a child, the police can escort you out of the park.
Good.
It's in the play area, not a park, because there are places that are a large park, like the place I was telling you where my dad worked at. Mm-hmm. There was a little playground area, but it's a huge park, and I don't think you can tell adults you can't go there, but in the play area there is that law.
The playground
area.
Yeah, keeping them off the playground. Yeah, I agree. A park needs to be for the community, but the playground, there's, unless you have a child, there's really not a lot of need for adults to be on there.
I'm not gonna lie though, sometimes a motherfucker just likes to get on a swing and just soar.
I hear you. Look, I'm not unlike that as well, but I need to at least maintain my awareness. Do that if no one else is there, and if you see someone trying to come up to use the park, then don't make them feel intimidated. I guess it's just that awareness.
Y'all like swings?
I do.
I think swings are so
they are fun. They are.
Me and Rocco do it all the time.
Yeah, something about it.
Do you ever jump off real high? Like,
not anymore.
You're scared.
It's a young man's game.
It is. I'm not gonna. I won't do it.
Snap them wooden ankles.
They're done.
What am I trying to prove?
Yeah, what am I trying to prove? You're right. But I'll fucking still do it like a dumb ass.
Mm-hmm. And Giselle said, well, what if he has a mental illness? He could be mentally a child, and his caretaker might not be in eyesight. Well, I think what it does, because Christina said, yeah, there's some autistic guys with a mentality like a 4-year-old. I think to me it gives the police the option to, and to me that's what policing is. A police officer, you put the law on the books so they can use it if they need to, but you go up and you assess the situation and see what's going on. If you realize that you've got somebody like that, then maybe you'll adapt and you'll do something different.
It is crazy though. Parks in general, they do attract some weird motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. I could
My
see
dad's
that.
got so many stories from the one place in Lake Park that you guys know.
Well, a park in Lake Park, that is some creepy shit.
It just was always a weird. There was always some weird bullshit going down. People, bringing out weapons constantly. It brought.
Was it Kelsey Park?
I don't
that is the weirdest park.
It's the weirdest park I've ever been to.
Guaranteed. If you go there, you can go there at noon. You will see some weird shit.
It's just bizarre. And
always something.
I was always there as a kid, so I got to see it a lot. But even at the Howard Park, the one in West Palm Beach, that's a weird park. There's been weird moments there.
Yeah, in fact, recently they had a couple things happen over there at Howard Park.
They did.
Yeah.
Murder.
I think there was actually a shooting
Dang.
or something like that happened in the last couple of months over there. So yeah, we hit that park up every now and then. We also were talking about the passing of Matthew Perry on Saturday at the age of 54, and some people were commenting just on how hard it's hit them, because for some people that really represents their childhood or that part of their life.
A lot of people, that's their favorite show.
It is.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that.
No doubt, and a lot of people consider him to be the funniest friend, and so he really was a big part of that show. You look at the people that are probably irreplaceable on that, and he might be number one as far as the way his delivery was, and you had to have that guy playing that role. So yeah, it did really speak to a lot of people.
Y'all ever saw that movie Fools Rush In, huh? With Selma Hayek and Matthew Perry?
I never saw it.
I think you would love that movie because you like her.
I do like her.
That's a cute movie.
Yeah, I just saw a clip of it. I never watched it when he was out. He was in The Whole Nine Yards as well.
I like that movie too.
That's a great movie.
Yeah,
that is
was
a
pretty
good movie. The
solid.
first one's very good. With
Amanda Peet.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
I love her.
Yeah, Miguel said, one got me, the Steve Irwin, and his death was a conspiracy.
Really?
He said they sent him into a pond with a hormonal male stingray that they already knew was aggressive. He was stabbed several times in a matter of seconds.
Wow, it was such a bizarre story. That was a sad one. How can you not like the Croc Hunter, right?
Well, he was so beloved. He was just such a cool dude. He had such a young daughter. In fact, I saw his daughter was still, she's still on TV. Bindi Irwin. She had something going on. In fact, she was in a hospital bed. So I don't know if she got over some ailment or something like that. But, people root on her and, his wife. And gosh, man, just everything about it was sweet and heartbreaking. Brenda said Dale Earnhardt was really hard for race fans. I can see
that was crazy.
Mm-hmm. James said Elvis Presley. So, but I look at the Elvis thing. Didn't you? You knew he had. Didn't people know he had substance issues?
Yes, I think his inner circle knew. I'm not sure if the
people they couldn't take a look at the dude and be like, all right.
I think he just had all yes people around. He was, he was Elvis.
Yeah, but it was before I knew. Matthew Perry, and who knows? We don't know the cause of death and what happened there. But we were aware that he had substance issues. So that's something that people were completely oblivious to. That Elvis had substance abuse issues.
And I'm not sure they reported it on celebrities back then.
Not the same way, yeah.
No,
They didn't have the TMZs
now you're
and
trying to
all
get
that.
people on video doing shit. Back then, I think they tried to hide it.
They kept your secret.
Johnny Carson was a known, in his inner circles, raging alcoholic. And
Really?
could be an asshole on the old booze.
Okay.
Just a weird, but I think a lot of people would protect that and not talk about that. But nowadays, you would hear, if you heard you hear about James Corden yelling at people at the restaurant. I just think back then
everybody's talking about it and you get branded with it and
when
everyone
did that all
knows.
start happening? When you started seeing your entertainment news constantly be a thing where you started reporting on the seedier sides of people's personal life?
I think some of it started with the tabloid shows that they would have, whether it be Inside Edition or Entertainment Tonight, and a lot of it was celebrity based. And then I think it's that way with anything. The more you know about it, the more you become fixated on it. And so they just kept giving you celebrity stuff, and they had fascinating lives. A lot of them were living cooler lives than you ever would. And so, you're fascinated by it. And then you obviously love to see them have problems because you think their whole life is just a dream. And then when it wasn't and it had drama, it was, you couldn't really even separate the screen from what they were doing. And then, the paparazzi. And that was like, 2000? So it's about 20 years. It's been pretty intense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been. I remember my mom loved Current Affair. Remember that show?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
And they had all that kind of shit on there.
And even before that, like the tabloid magazines, like the National Enquirer and all that, like they really, I think, started it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know I say it a lot. It is
I would buy all those magazines.
Yeah. That's true. The inquiring minds like mine want to know.
Yeah, it was fascinating.
No, you just a nosy bitch.
Still, all these years later, nosy bitch.
Yeah, that's it. Daniel said, the celebrity death that shook me was Paul Walker because I looked up to him and I saw myself in him. And what rocked me, too, is he passed a few hours away from my birthday. So, yeah, I was surprised to see how many people had cried over a celebrity death. There were a lot of people have one.
I think Billy Joel might be the only one I would cry. And that's the only one I can really see. But that one would hurt because he's like you're talking about. He's the guy I grew up with. He's my guy. He's the one that got me into music. All of that.
And that part of your life is over. I mean, you've invested so much of your life that he is kind of like part of yours.
Totally. I mean, there's not a week that goes by where I don't listen to Billy Joel on some level.
Right.
He's been a friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Aaron said, Naomi Judd. I cried when she passed away. The Judds were my favorite growing up. My family has been touched in multiple ways by depression and suicide, so her death in particular hit me hard.
Dang.
This is depressing as fuck.
Yeah. It really is.
But it's more of a Monday topic.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to do this on a Friday.
If you're going to do this, yeah.
Do not pull this out on a Friday.
Yeah. Ashley sent in, and she said, is it me, or does it feel like Justin Timberlake planned this whole NSYNC reunion to combat all the Britney drama, knowing that her memoir was coming out?
I wouldn't put it past anybody.
Amen.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
Oh, there's no way
he just so
team.
happens to finally release a song with his old band after all these years. As Virginia would say, we see you, Justin.
I think there's no way they don't sit down and go, we have to have a strategy, a plan, what's she gonna say? I think you're right.
We have to have something that is positive.
Yeah.
So that it's not all negative, negative, negative. What can we do that's nice? Oh, give those other guys in NSYNC a job.
But do you think it's gonna really affect Justin Timberlake's career?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
But I think he's already peaked.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think his biggest days are behind him. But I he still could have another trick or two.
he could have another solo album. The fact that they got the NSYNC is in the top 40, I don't hate that song either. And I do not like boy bands typically.
Yeah, it's not a bad tune. It's a well-crafted pop song. Let me see. Got an email here from Chrissy. She said, I listened to the podcast after the show is live, and I'm waiting to hear if anyone corrects Kevin in real time. I can't believe no one is. Kevin got the idea of quiet luxury completely wrong. She said, these are not cheap versions of luxury-looking clothes. It is more about minimalism in fashion and spending good money on solid, basic investment pieces that don't have brands and logos. Zara would be considered fast fashion and completely the opposite of quiet luxury. Okay, quiet luxury is about spending hundreds of dollars on a simple, well-made pair of jeans that are timeless. No uber trendy styles or Gucci logos present. Since you are spending more money, these pieces should last you for years, so you don't want them to be plastered with this year's hottest designer. This idea has been popular among the eco-conscious, which is why I learned about it, but I'm too poor to participate.
P.S. Kevin, you're wrong and a dick.
Yeah, what I had done, because I'd never heard, I was like Bert, I'd never heard the term either. And so I looked up quiet luxury brands that they had. I didn't recognize any of them other than Hermes.
Hermes sounds like such a dressing of sorts.
But Hermes has logos all over it. So how's that quiet luxury if we're using the definition she's giving us?
Yeah, and what got me was I had seen a CNBC article. That's where I brought up the Zara. It says these 5 brands scream quiet luxury, and they start at just $9.
What?
So
It doesn't make any sense.
well, that's why I was confused because I'm like, oh, so it's screaming quiet luxury. So that's it. So yeah, I don't know.
I asked you when you said Zara. I was like, Zara?
Yeah, well, that's where I got that from. So I guess they're saying that.
They don't know what it is, and they're trying to define it.
Yeah, I think that's why I struggle a little bit to nail it.
I just heard people talking about it. I didn't know what it was, and it wasn't part of my conversation, but I thought, all right, what are these hip people talking about?
She said the quiet part of quiet luxury means you have all the money, but you don't have to be loud about it. If you had to picture it mentally, imagine a person wearing a plain cashmere sweater and slacks from Bergdorf Goodman next to a person wearing a Chanel logo t-shirt and matching earrings, Gucci slides, and jeans with the logo all across the ass.
I don't give a fuck.
I get it.
I still
Don't worry. You're not going to have to worry about quiet luxury or loud luxury. It's
Yeah.
not really your thing.
Yeah.
You're wearing a wrestling t-shirt.
It's an original. It's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
By the way, Hulk Hogan texted me over the weekend. Said
Oh, yeah?
something about Ralston.
Yeah?
He's
Okay.
been looking to get a rematch with Ralston.
wants
Tell him to
Ralston.
bring it. I feel like handing out a good dick kicking.
It's weird. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I want to see Kevin kick Hulk Hogan's ass.
What if Hulk Hogan came for Halloween?
Just one hard kick in the dick is all I'm going to do.
Kevin really hates Hulk Hogan.
That's why Hulk Hogan needs to greet him when he leaves his house in the morning on Halloween.
The last time Hulk Hogan hit Kevin in the face, the bread was extra hard and it cut his skin.
It did.
It gave it
Cut my
scab
face.
for 2 weeks. Bread
Yes,
cut.
a face scab. Oh, that's not noticeable.
Yeah.
Bread.
It
I felt
was
so
from
bad.
bread.
I felt bad.
Hoagie
Jay
didn't
Bird felt
care.
bad. Hoagie
Yeah.
didn't care.
A face scab.
Cynthia said, this can't be real, can it? She has Mountain Dew dogs, and they look like they're pink. I don't know. It looks gross.
That looks
mean,
disgusting.
if hot dogs weren't gross enough.
Are those real? Is that
That's
fake?
what she's asking.
That looks like some straight up dog dick.
That looks disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll Google it. But yeah, that looks really gross. I can't imagine anybody would buy that.
So they.
Dew dogs are real, and they're particularly horrifying.
I will say this though, back in the day when I played baseball, there was a guy who would always do the concession stand stuff. He would put Mountain Dew all over the chicken and cook it in the meat, and
Yeah.
it was good.
Don't people do that maybe
Yes.
with turkeys, right?
They've made a marinade with everything. Beer, soda. Yeah.
Is Mountain Dew your cut?
I've
you wouldn't-
never cooked with soda. I don't know.
It's
just,
insane that-
I don't usually drink a lot of soda, so to me, I don't usually cook with soda. I'll cook with wine.
I just can't believe Mountain Dew can start a car, which I've seen happen before.
Oh yeah, where it
It cleans the connection.
Dude, my
Right.
my truck wasn't working, and my sister Becky goes, pour some Mountain Dew on top of it and watch, it'll start. I go, what the fuck you talking about? And I did it. I'm like, holy shit, Mountain Dew started my car?
like magic.
Yes. And then I'm
I
drinking
think if you have like corrosion around like your battery cable connector
Yes.
where it touches the port, the soda, which is so bad for you, actually eats through corrosion.
But there's just sometimes, though, a soda hits just in the right spot. Oh, with the crushed ice.
Yeah, it's a do for
We know
you.
you got a monkey on your back.
My whole life, up and down. I'll quit. I come back. I quit. I come back.
It's like the Matthew Perry story, Virginia.
But not as glamorous.
No, it's actually not even close.
You said you got your colonoscopy all booked, Virginia?
I do. I have it booked, scheduled. I went and met with the doctor. She was awesome.
Okay.
She has tiny hands, which I told you was a big thing for me.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want some big thick-knuckled man rooting around up there.
Or long-fingered Lily, you know.
She explained everything to me too, so I figured like the secret to when you're having your colonoscopy and you want them to be able to see everything, you have to flush everything out of your system.
Right.
Like you have to have a clean innard.
Yeah.
Like you can't eat.
Right.
This is going to go gross. I know it is.
And then they stick the camera all the way up your butt.
Yeah.
What's your good side? Is your left side your better or right?
They don't go through the cheek, you asshole. They go up the middle.
Just making jokes.
They go all the way up to like the top of your intestine too.
All right.
Yum.
This is.
It's a long journey.
Turn on my stomach. Here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm booked.
Okay. When are you doing it?
January 6th.
Oh, right around the corner.
8th. Well, she was I guess she's really good at it, which makes me happy. I got a good one. January 8th.
Okay. And so you're going to blow out all your holiday food before you get in there?
I'm going to have to fast for a couple of days.
People are saying they don't use the hands, so you don't have to even worry about small hands.
Yeah.
The hands aren't even going to be a factor.
Yeah, that's when you do the proctologist will check. Yeah, that's something I think more guys do. Yeah, this is just camera. You're not going to have to worry about hands.
Oh yeah, our old doctor, we got close.
Yeah.
Did he have meat knuckles?
No, the female.
Oh,
yeah.
she retired. I'm so sad. We miss you, Dr. Murphy.
She saw enough asses in her life.
She's like, I got to get the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Gentle hands.
Just every day, I'm just
Tired
staring
having
at
to-
somebody's butthole.
I'm touching balls and buttholes.
And old balls and old buttholes because I could tell because she was saying how young me and Virginia were. Now, this is a Tequesta area, so you know she was just nothing but old nards and fucking.
At some
old-ass
point, you
ladies.
hit your level, whether it's your 10,000th scrotum or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Just
You're
some
like,
point, you're just like, all
One
right,
extra ball, you go. I've had enough.
Just-
That's
it's
it.
enough.
I quit.
It is enough. I've had it.
Well, I think COVID just took her over the edge because she's like, I got to look at old balls, old butthole, and they could kill me just by breathing the same air. She's like, nope, I'm done.
I think Kevin's so right though. There does come to a point. You see that one last ball.
It's a
and you're
final
like,
one.
I'm over.
You see it and you're like, I can't do it again.
I wonder who that last ball was.
I know.
That pushed her over the edge.
Not mine. My shit was young and pristine looking compared to everyone else walking through that place. She used to tell, "Oh, you have such young gums." I'm like, oh, "I love this doctor. This is great."
Young gums.
Yeah.
Around your bung?
No, my teeth.
Oh.
I could tell she had old clientele. Is what I mean. When we were considered young.
We were.
Yeah.
That's quite an interesting compliment. I don't know if I've ever had a comment on that. How about that?
I took it.
Yeah.
You have young bung.
Yeah,
I would've
take any
taken that,
compliment
too.
you can get. All right, y'all. Thanks for the emails. Send them in mail@kvjshow.com. You have a good Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.